Oh boy, that cutscene did not age well. Like, content-wise, it's fine, but uh, the resolution is definitely not up to snuff today. I'll have to run that through some anti-noise to try to make that look a little more palatable in 4K. But in any case, welcome to Let's Play Assassin's Creed. Now, this was a series I had been intending on playing for a long time. But at least, well, Let's Playing. I played parts of it previously on my own. And Ubi shit forced my hand when they decided to, they're basically later this year, while I'm making this recording, they're going to shut down the ability to access DLC for Assassin's Creed 2, Revelations, Brotherhood, as well as remove the ability to play Assassin's Creed Liberation. So while I probably won't get to all of those, and I might not even make it out of the original game because of my need to play things in chronological order before that point, I figured I should at least start in a attempt to minimize the amount of content I have to find a suitable alternative source for to let me enjoy the games that I freaking paid for. Because I do own the whole series, at least what's available on PC. I have played and beaten the first game, but it's been many, many years, maybe even over a decade at this point. So I'm only vaguely familiar with the plot of the first game. And then I kind of skipped. Like, I spent maybe an hour in Assassin's Creed 2, like, a couple of years ago. But I played Assassin's Creed 4 when it came out, loved it. Played it again, 100% of it. Played it again recently, actually, just a month or two ago. 100% of it again. Because by that point I was on kind of a new-ish computer system, and my account had... well, the in-game profile had disappeared, so I figured, I'll just play it again because it's a good game. I think I did the expansions for that, too. And then I just kind of skipped to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So I have skipped around... okay, I also did play a little bit of Assassin's Creed Rogue, but that's basically, like, more Assassin's Creed 4. So yeah, I've skipped around, and I've played, like, one game from each generation, so it'll be nice to actually go through and see the plot and stuff fold out in a more linear fashion rather than skipping around. So I'll create a new profile here. Desmond Miles. That sounds like a name. And let me just check that the graphics are up to snuff. There should be... Why can't I access multi-sampling? Everything else is fine. Does it need VSync to be on? I'll probably have to turn on VSync just because this is so old, so I will leave that on. Maybe there's a config file I can set for the multi-sampling, because there's no reason I shouldn't be able to set that to max controls. I'm just going to be using keyboard and mouse, which is probably one of the worst ways to play this game, but I managed it before and I'll manage it again. Now, the other objective of this playthrough is to kind of... This is going to be a learning experience for me. Because I've never done an open world game as a Let's Play, and generally I like to make everything available to watch, which obviously isn't a difficult thing with the more episodic-based content of the other games I've been playing. And even Assassin's Creed 1 is fairly episodic. But my goal here is to try to hopefully organize things in a watchable way without boring people in every episode. So I'm kind of hoping to have, designated episodes for stories, for main story missions, for side quests, that sort of thing. So hopefully, if you want to watch it all, you can watch it all. If you just want to watch the stories, it'll be easy enough to skip around to the stories. And my hope is that this effort informs how I approach open world games later, most notably Fallout, which I still eventually want to do. I know originally I said 2 or 3 years I wanted to do that, and I did a little work on prepping for that. I've done a little more work lately, but I think that's still ways off just because of schedule constraints. That, and now Fallout 76 is a thing. So if I want to do it chronologically, I have to start from there, then go to Fallout 1, and I have thoughts about 76. But in any case, that's kind of the goal of this playthrough. So eventually it will form things like Elder Scrolls or Fallout or other open world series, Far Cry. So with that, let's get started with Assassin's Creed.
I applied my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also was a chasing after wind. For in much wisdom is much grief. And he increaseth knowledge, and increaseth sorrow.
We've got a problem. I can't anchor him to the memory. Too much psychological trauma. He's rejecting the treatment, retreating.
Desmond, I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and stabilize him.
Focus. Listen to the sound of my voice. Recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture of the past. It can't hurt you.
Not real, it can't hurt you.
Damn it, it's not working.
Give it a moment, mister. He'll adjust. The first time is never easy.
Oops, wrong
We're
person.
losing him.
That's enough, Miss Stillman.
We need to pull him out. Now.
All right, Desmond. We're going to try and bring you out now.
You okay?
I told you he'd be fine.
Bastards!
Now, I just saved your life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down.
Now, unfortunately, unlike a lot of later Ubisoft games, you can't just refuse to lie down and get an early ending by them inducing a coma.
Lie down, please.
But yeah, what do you think the odds are if they're threatening death with...
I need you to lie down.
Shut up, Stillman. If they're threatening to kill us already, what do you think the odds are that they're just going to let us walk away? Especially since they just kind of kidnapped us, you know, and didn't really ask nicely first. Still, the game only gives us one option, so I guess that's what we'll take.
A wise decision.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We've found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there. You'll get used to it. This is the closest we can get, so it's where we'll have to start. I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Warning. Data stream unstable. Attempting to restore synchronization. Hello, Subject 17. This tutorial has been prepared in order to better acclimate you to the Animus's control system. Instructions will follow shortly. The synchronization bar represents how in sync you are with your ancestors' memories. If you ever fall completely out of sync, the Animus will restore you to your last synchronized position. You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to control the actions of your ancestor. I'm loading subroutines to validate your body's adaptation to the Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input. While standing still, use the head button to observe your environment.
Unfortunately, the tutorial is not skippable, so please bear with me as we listen to Animus Lady.
Good. Use your empty hand to walk through these jar carriers without causing them to drop what they're holding. Proceed to the marker to continue the synchronization process.
Also, as you've probably noticed by now, the little crossbow or whatever that Altair had in the opening cinematic, you do not get in this game, unfortunately, which is a shame.
Well done. The Animus differentiates between two fundamental actions: low profile and high profile. Low profile actions are socially acceptable. High profile actions are more action oriented. Hold the high profile button to see how your heads-up display changes the context of the puppeteering inputs. Excellent.
Honestly, I love how his stance even changes when you go into high profile mode.
We will continue your synchronization process by testing some high profile actions. Grab and throw this individual onto the marker by using the empty hand button in high profile.
Get out of here.
Good. Using your legs button in high profile will allow you to sprint. Sprinting is useful to escape from soldiers or to get closer to a fleeing target. However, be careful not to bump into anyone, for you can lose your balance and tumble to the ground. While sprinting, reach the marker before this man does.
And go. I do like the detail of how we sync.
Well done.
We increase our sync with every little tutorial we do.
The Animus will also provide other important information. The social status icon gives you information on your social status. The different states will be explained in context soon. This icon appears when a soldier is looking at you. The yellow color means the soldier is either unaware or suspicious of who you are. To illustrate the change in awareness level, you will stealth assassinate this soldier. First, lock onto your target. Now, select your hidden blade.
Hey there,
With
soldier.
your blade selected, walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your armed hand button.
What happened here?
The dead body has alerted the soldier and changed his awareness to informed, as represented by the red witness indicator. Aggressive actions or socially unacceptable behavior undertaken at this time will likely provoke an armed response. Provoke this soldier.
Hey there, Mr. Soldier.
Notice how the social status icon has changed to exposed. Use the ladder and try to break the line of sight.
I'll get you!
I do like,
Where are you?
Excellent. The line of sight has been broken. Now run into the roof garden to hide from the soldier.
I like how compressed his audio sounds.
Your social status indicates that you are hidden, but the soldier is still looking for you. Wait until your social status changes again.
To hell with this. I've better things to do.
Well done. The soldier has lost your track. You are now anonymous, and you can exit the hide spot.
Also, I like how this is supposed to be a rooftop garden, but there's no garden inside of it. Alright, let's get out.
Being anonymous will fill your synchronization bar and make your job as an assassin easier. There are different places which you can use to hide. However, you must always break the line of sight first, and then use a hide spot to vanish. Let us continue with a demonstration of Blend. Blend can be activated with the passive use of your legs. You can mimic a scholar and pass near soldiers without arousing suspicion. Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
Ah, yes, because scholars normally wear several weapons on them at all times. Oh, wow, look at how his short sword holster is jiggling on him like it's, like, not really attached to him. Oh, it isn't. You can see there's the tiniest gap, and they must have used a looser physics constraint on that. So it just kind of jiggles around. I never noticed that before. Alright, let's get in the circle.
Good. Now that you are fully synced, a new ability is available to you. Referred to as Eagle Vision, this sixth sense helped your ancestor understand the intentions of people around him. Well done. Remember, Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully synced. Please note that following the Assassin's Creed, your ancestor's way of life will assist you with staying in sync. The creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestor's life, or by respecting the creed. You have successfully completed the tutorial. The most stable memory block will now be loaded.
Finally, some story.
Wait! There must be another way. This one need not die.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of...
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Well, it's nice to know we're already breaking rules. At least we finally got our short sword. I don't know why, but for some reason, I just love the short sword in this game. Nothing there, so I guess we'll just hop across. Boop, boop, boop. And up the ladder we go. Oh, we gotta lock on to the target. That's something they kind of did away with in later games. Button 0 for low profile. Oh, hold button 1 for high profile. But we'll be silent like we're supposed to be.
There. That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet! Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
Wow, I remember Altair was arrogant, but by God, is he a fucking jackass. Alright, and of course there's no real way to parkour over, so all we can really do is just be be an aggressive jackass and just walk up to him and announce our presence. Be like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. Stand still while I do, please.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
No! You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die. Men, to arms! Kill the assassins!
Well, that's probably not gonna go. Oh. It's over already. I'm gonna guess that didn't go well for them. Also, I don't think they ever explain it or even really mention it in the first game. Maybe they do, and I just forgot. But I don't. I remember at least the first time I went through this game. I've only gone through it twice, maybe. The first time for sure, I know. I never caught on to this fact, but if you look closely at his hand, the one with the wrist blade, you'll notice he's missing a finger. And apparently this was some sort of like ritualistic ceremonial thing they did where you had to cut off your finger to show your devotion to get the blade or something like that. I know they eventually explain it in the later games, but it's an interesting detail. And one that they didn't forget either, even in Valhalla when you meet some assassins there, because it takes place a little bit before, like a century or two before Assassin's Creed 1, and the assassins you meet also are missing their ring finger, so I thought that was a neat detail.
Skipping part of memory to a more recent one.
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
I don't know, there's just something amusing about messing with the someone spawned outside the city walls and they're trying to get in. That's oh, that's kind of funny. Can we... Come on. Yeah, they even show up in Eagle Vision. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so this is Masyaf. And this is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to go through Assassin's Creed. As you may know from some of my other Let's Plays, specifically Fighter's Anthology. History is one of my interests. Mainly history around conflicts, but history in general too. And the entire Assassin's Creed is basically a fictionalization of history. Of real history. So like Masyaf, the Assassins, the Crusaders, they're all real. Obviously, some events have been edited for dramatic effect and story and whatnot, but like the general concepts are there. Altair obviously isn't real. Same with some of these other, some of the other minor characters we meet, but most of the big ones are real. Like I think the Grandmaster or whoever might be real. I think the Saul is real, and most of our assassination targets are actually real. As are Al-Sayf, the cities we visit. Now, in this early game, I don't know how accurate the locales are to those. I assume there's some accuracy. But obviously I don't think they're working off of city diagrams or something for from the time. So obviously there's going to be concessions made for gameplay. But I like how everyone in Al-Sayf, okay, almost everyone in Al-Sayf is wearing a red belt thing. Some are wearing a brown or black version, but most are red. Now, the assassin symbol, that I do not know if that's was actually a symbol of Al-Sayf or if that's just something they made up for the game. But we got a nice little Middle Eastern castle town here in Syria. Modern day Syria, if I'm not mistaken. Hello. Man, I just love the social stealth and all the civilians in these games too. It definitely makes it feel more immersive, more real, you know, versus some of the other large open world games where it's like, hey, here's a city with 10 people and 6 buildings. You know, whereas this is a city, you know, we at least got maybe 100 people sprinkled throughout and dozens of buildings. The scale definitely feels more real than most open world games.
Ah, he returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of a sin.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
Wow, we are just not friends with anyone here. Which makes sense because we are freaking jackass. Let's see, can we, I don't think the training ring is open to us, but eventually it will be. And there will be more tutorials, but they'll be, hopefully they'll be shorter if I can get them on the first try. Because they're all combat tutorials. Man, such a beautiful game. When did this game come out? I gotta look it up now. It was 2006, I think? Because this looks very good for a game from like 2006. Let's see. Assassin's Creed 1. Damn straight, it's an honor. Whee! 2007. Even so, this game is amazing for 2007. I mean, it certainly shows its age, but it still looks beautiful and is very expansive, too. We aren't passing the bookshelf test, I see. But I guess that's to be expected from a game in this era. I wonder why they have baskets of fruit just randomly sown about their little library here. I don't know. Seems weird, but like normally you wouldn't want food, especially like a watery food like fruit next to your books, but that's just me. God, he even walks like a jackass. It's just such an aggressive looking walk. I see they've got some incense burning.
Altair,
Master.
come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak. Not another word. This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Malik and Kadar?
Dead.
No. Not dead.
Malik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here, take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Alright, I just want to see if I can adjust any more graphics options now that we're in the game. Not really, no. Oh, I didn't know that would completely log me back out. Let's lower this a little bit, just because I want the voices to stand out a bit more. They're a little soft-spoken, and there's no subtitles in the game, at least as far as I can tell. Let's see, HUD elements, gameplay, max. Camera? Nope. Yep, I don't see any options for subtitles, so gotta make the voices pop a bit more. Alright, to battle it is. Well, now I get to see if I can remember the controls from, 20 years ago.
It's good you've come. We need your help.
10 years ago.
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
Oh, we can do that. 2 hidden blade, 4 fists, 1 throwing knives, 3 swords. Oh, it wants me to select my sword. My sword. Wait, what's Oh, 1 is my short sword. Okay. That's the one I want. Okay, and then shift in high profile mode throws
What are you doing? Move!
All right, we gotta lock in. All right, I might not have oh. Ow. Come on, get up. Oh, it's okay, I see now. What? I countered that. Nope. Oh, I gotta lock on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the controls are definitely more obtuse in this one. But the kill animations are great as always. Oh, I blocked too early there. There we go. Anyone else we can kill? Hello. You're dead. Well, for most being able to escape, there's still an awful lot of people in the village. Oh no. I like how we also make an animation when we counter too. Alright. And you're out of here. Also, something to note with the synchronization bar is technically that means, because you lose sync basically whenever you're not doing something according to your memory. So that basically means that short of scripted events, when they just, you know, make the concession that it's a health bar for gameplay reasons, your ancestor never takes damage of any sort. Oh, come on, let me at him, let me at him.
Fast forward in memory to a more recent one.
Wow, we fast forwarded all of like 30 seconds.
Altair, come. Al-Mualim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
Alright, well, let's climb up the ladder. Oh, okay, we're just following him up more ladders.
He's going to cause trouble.
Yeah, I probably will.
Stand on that platform, Altair.
Alright.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage! Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God! Oh, my leg!
Oh, he missed his, he missed his haystack. But yes, that is the first trust fall, or, leap of faith that we do.
You'll have to go ahead without us. The ropes there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go and release it. Bring death upon our enemies.
Will do. Oh, come on. Didn't we just have a tutorial for this? Alright. Okay. Boop, boop. Oh, I gotta align myself a little bit better. Oh, what? Damn it. Face the wall. There we go. Yeah, obviously, first game and all, they didn't have their parkour system perfected. Oh, there we go. There we go. And up we go. Okay, so he can grab onto that at least. Don't look down. There we go. Where's the thing we're cutting? Oh, there it is.
To a more recent one.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you were successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
In our defense, Malik himself admitted he brought them here.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or 2?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Alright, so we get to play it now as the modern protagonist, Desmond Miles. An assassin turned bartender. Well, let's do some snooping, I guess, since they see fit not to restrain us. As you can see, there's cameras everywhere. Alright, can't get in there. let's snoop in here. Lots of servers, but I suppose it would take that to power the Animus.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
There we go.
I don't appreciate your questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines. But I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, we got some decently cozy accommodations, at least, for being a prisoner. And it'd be nice if we had a hand blower dryer thing in my bathroom. Automatic faucet, apparently. Plenty of drinking cups, fire extinguisher. Oh, we even have nightstands and a queen-sized bed. And a little table to work at. Nice. Why is this room so smoky? Or is that supposed to be smoke? Yeah, it's definitely smoke. At least some of it is. This other stuff might be like some sort of reflection or decal, but one that's hovering off the ground instead of being on it like it's supposed to. And let's take a look outside. All whited out. Too bad. Skybox doesn't look like it would be, I don't think we're missing anything. The Skybox doesn't look like it would hold up to modern 4K system. Oh yeah, that's a lot of stuff right there.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Oh, but we were just getting started. I can't... yeah, you can't slug them out or anything. Man, you'd think the conference room would at least look a bit nicer. Like, I get this is like R&D and this is a prisoner cell, but... Where are you going, Mr. Vidic? Where are you going? Aw. That's supposed to be an energy field that he's walking through? It was just blue. Hey, don't leave me alone.
So you're really an assassin? Like Altair?
Yes and no.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be one, but I ran away from the farm when I was 16.
Farm?
Yeah, that's what they called the place where I grew up. The farm. Like Messiah, I guess. Only not so, creepy. Just a small community in the middle of nowhere. About 30 of us living, you know, off the grid.
Why?
Thought my parents were just crazy hippies trying to stick it to the man, you know? My dad was always going on about our enemies, how they'd be looking for us, how we'd have to be prepared. No one ever came. Nothing ever happened.
Why'd you run away?
I could never leave the compound. You have any idea what it feels like being trapped in a place, knowing there was a whole world out there I'd never get to see?
Don't you miss your parents?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they weren't my parents. They were my wardens, and I was their prisoner.
It sounds like they only wanted to protect you.
With all that's happened, I don't know. I guess they were right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past.
It's alright. Gives me something to think about.
Try and get some sleep. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Got a question for you before I turn in.
Sure.
How did they find me? I mean, I haven't been anywhere near another assassin for 10 years.
Use your real name?
Nope. Not before today.
Credit cards?
Cash only.
Telephone?
There's no one to call.
Driver's license?
Motorcycle. Guilty pleasure.
There's your answer. Photo, fingerprint.
This is a drug company. What does Abstergo have to do with the DMV?
Desmond, these guys are everywhere. I'm sorry, I really can't talk about it.
Hey. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Alright. Alright, we will go to bed. And I think that's... Well, no, I can't quite leave off there. Wait, yes I can. Through the magic of post-processing.
Damn it, they locked the door.
But, we'll be back next time with more. But until then, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then. Oh, we don't get that comment yet? He makes a comment about not even being able to go to the bathroom in privacy. Oh, camera control switch. Alright. Time to go to bed. Night-night.